Abracadabra, baby. Welcome to my tomb, for lack of a better word. This is tomb number 7. We're sitting on top of tomb number 7 at the Tombs of the Kings site in Paphos, Cyprus. It's a UNESCO archaeological site. All the Paphos sites are basically UNESCO sites, and this dates back to the Alexandrian period. 4th century BC is when these tombs were starting to be built here. I'm going to show you the land as well. But it is a burial site that's a lot older. It is believed that this has been a burial site on this island since the Bronze Age, or the old times or older times, and those times before history, written history, or the record of history, and our current present patriarchal times. So when the goddess ruled this island, when people worshiped the goddess here, and when that was the vibe of Cyprus. So Bibu, I came here. This is just a quick backstory for those who are interested in magical workings and who are interested in connecting to different varieties of magic. I came here almost exactly a year ago, and I didn't know that I was going to settle in Paphos. I was on a journey to find a place somewhere in the Mediterranean to call my base, and I kind of came here, not by accident, but en route to somewhere else, to Gibraltar. And I came here to the site. I was actually staying in the hotel right next to it. It was all like, these synchronicities and coincidences. And I did come here as a magical Bibu and a tarot reader practitioner, little New Age starseed, but someone, who is still collecting the missing pieces of their magical practice. I was aware that I was a necromantress in a past life, and I was definitely connected to ancient Greek practices and those older goddess practices that were wiped from history around 12,000 years ago. So, whatever came before Egypt, I know I was there. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I know I was there. So when I arrived here, I was just like, my old hotel room is just overlooking the tomb. I'll show you in a second. I was just literally, the goddess put me straight up here, like overlooking my tombs. And I know that maybe in a past life my job was looking after these tombs, or I'm buried here because tomb number 7, maybe both. Tomb number 7 is specifically the tomb that was calling me. These are called the Tombs of the Kings. But they're not really tombs of the kings. They're just the tombs of the rich and the famous of Paphos from that time, and also later times. They were still being used, I think, in the early Roman period, and then became actually a hideaway, I think, for early Christians, and then. As always with these changes of regime, all kinds of dramas happen with burial sites and sacred sites. So. Yeah, I found my tomb number 7. I'm also, Bibus, as some of you know, I am also on a journey to reconnect with my high vibrational soulmate. I know that I have a soulmate who also remembers these times. I know there's someone out there, a man, I think. There's a man out there who remembers those days too, and who in some way might be connected to tomb number 7 or something to do with that. Maybe we're both buried here, I don't know. And yeah, I come to the site and I take care of it. I do a lot of magic here. I open a lot of things. I'm reclaiming this land for Hecate, one of the oldest iterations of the goddess, and also of magic. So, and that is my patron goddess. If you're into the Greek pantheon, or even other types of pantheons, Hecate is connected to a lot of different traditions, and she rules this land. And this is the goddess who guides me through it, and this is for whom I work, the bill. And this is it. There's a few tourists about here today, so we don't want to be too intrusive. We want to, give them time to chill, and we don't want to frighten anyone. Although it's interesting because a child just asked me for directions to a tomb, as though I know the directions. And it was like a little sign from the goddess, a little girl too, obviously. All right, my bibbies. We're gonna go down. I'm gonna show you tomb number 7, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit more about the magical practice of it and what I do down there. I'm not gonna tell you all my secrets. I'm gonna tell you some. All right, give me 1 second, baby. All right, my baby, so that is tomb number 7 behind me. And look around me, this entire stretch of land. And all the way behind is the tombs of the King's Land. The ancient burial site of Paphos Cyprus, behind me the sea. And on the other side, my old hotel, Venus Beach Hotel. That's where I lived, in one of these little rooms there right above. It was almost like, you know, the goddess, it was just so mystical. The goddess, she just literally placed me right above tomb number 7. Like I saw this tomb every day when I woke up. You know, and I saw it every night before I went to sleep. And that is how I came to stay in Paphos, really. That is like the essence of it. So let's go down. There's you have to be careful with these sites. We're gonna go down a series of steps, and we're gonna go down into the darkness, baby. One second, though. Can I show it to you? Oh, yeah, I can. All right. Well, you should be able to see this a little bit better now. I'm going to try and be careful, try not to, you know, do anything crazy. And we're descending into the tomb. And now is the time, always is the time, really, on this land to greet the goddess Hecate and pay your respects to her. She is, you know, she is associated with burial sites, with graves, with the dead, but she's also the bearer of light in such places, and the one who, according to many myths, takes us to the other side and allows us to see things in different ways, or allows us to connect to things at the crossroads, or at the boundaries of things. Oh, you can hear the echo. At the boundaries of different realities, different knowledges, different presences in different times. She is the liminal goddess. And here are my tombs all around. It is, I don't know, Bill. I know it's kind of creepy and not everyone's into it, but there is something in my own Scorpio nature. I have a lot of Scorpio placements. I'm a double Scorpio. My Pluto is in Scorpio, Saturn in Scorpio. There's something inherent in me that connects to the idea of the other world, or the underworld, that I don't find creepy or frightening, but I find just, you know, this is my natural habitat, Bill. And I do come here and I do worship Hecate here, and I do try and release some of the old energies and vibrations. And I have been working on releasing the old spirits as well, so that they can come out and reclaim the land in our modern times. Let me show you a little. There's like a little slit of, I said slit, oh my gosh. Okay, just because I'm an necromancer doesn't mean I'm not a comedian. Okay, there's a little slit here, slit of light that comes up from up above, and you have the sky right above us. Okay, I'm trying not to bore you with it, but it is such, I don't know, there's just something about the energy here that's a little bit different to some of the other tombs. Maybe it's just the land that it's on. Maybe it's the specific people who are buried here. But it is a place of liminality to me. And here are, I think you can see the steps here behind me. I think so many shadows. But yeah, this is my life. Also, the sun might be a little, it's kind of like shadow and sun, shadow and sun. So this is my life in Paphos, Cyprus, as a postmodern sorceress, reconnecting with that old magic. And I know a lot of magicians and practitioners. You know, there are plenty of people who practice kind of ancient Greek or Egyptian magic, or, you know, kind of connect to that. I'm doing some of that. I'm also trying to connect to these magical things, magical practices and technologies and memories to me. I know I sound like super airy-fairy and out there, but bear with me. I'm trying to remember the magic I used to do, and I'm trying to remember to reconnect with, to reunite with those older technologies that were remembered later through what would have been the cult of Hecate in Greco-Roman culture. Because she's a very old goddess, and she comes, who knows, you know, some people say she's connected to the very force of magic that came from ancient Egypt, Hecate. She has, you know, all kinds of links and origins. It seems that she's been around for a long time, and she represents knowledges from Mesopotamia as well, or other spaces, Asia, in Asia Minor, that go back to these old knowledges of the goddess. So this is where, I mean, I worship Hecate all the time. My life is Hecate. I exist the way that I exist because of what Hecate has taught me and showed me. And my life has just been a part of her. So yeah, this is where it happens. I can't say too much because, you know, I don't, like, you know, it is a UNESCO site. We have to be so respectful because it is, you know, a place of heritage. So I'm not obviously, you know, whatever, like, I admit to nothing, okay? I'm gonna just say that, I admit to nothing. But also, to be fair to me and modern pagans, you know, a vast proportion of the site actually is not here in Paphos because it was pillaged, of course, in the 19th century by all kinds of different people. And notably, most of it apparently is in Liverpool Museum in the UK. So, you know, the foremost pirating histories. So yeah, like, bring it back. Just saying. All right, anyway, nothing against English people. I love you, but also just send it back. All right, boo-boos, I can do some magic on it. All right, boo-boo, this is my, you know, I don't know, this is my life, this is what I do. We're gonna do a more organized video one day where I show you, you know, more things. Maybe I talk about the history and the things we know about some of these sites and why they are so magical and so potent. Can you feel Hecate here? Can you feel the old magic? Can you feel the winds of time, Bill? Let me know in the comments. Oh, look, this is so beautiful. Let me know in the comments below. By the way, the lighting in Paphos is always so sacred and magical and goddess. I just can't. All right, baby, I'm gonna go now. I love you, my poo-poo. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized. Let me know in the comments below if you feel the magic here. And what kind of magic do you do? And what kind of traditions do you connect to? And have you found the goddess? And what spaces inspire you to find her and hear her? Take care of yourself, Pipil, and may the angels protect you.